This is KGW News at 11.
Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on this late night, the first 11 o'clock show of the new year. I'm Galen Edlin. We are starting tonight with some below freezing temperatures. You can probably feel it. It's across the state, and some places even hit negative 24 degrees last night. Let's bring in meteorologist Joe Ranieri. Hopefully our friends in Eastern Oregon, Joe, won't be as cold tonight.
I was going to tell you that negative 24 was in Eastern Oregon. It'll be just a little bit warmer. Regardless, we have some cold air in place, and it's just blanketing much of the Pacific Northwest, including right here in the metro area. Looking at these temperatures right now, we're in the mid to the upper 20s, so we could be seeing just a couple degrees warmer heading into the overnight hours. I'm forecasting lows between 25 and 30 degrees. Bone-chilling temperatures regardless, whether you're out throughout the metro area and especially throughout the central and eastern side of the state, where we're still going to be seeing another round of very cold conditions. Already seeing our temperatures dipping a little bit over in Baker City at -1. It was about negative 22 is what you woke up to earlier today. Now, up and down the I-5 corridor, we're going to be seeing some right around the upper 20s, low 30s for your overnight lows. Currently, we're seeing a temperature this hour of 30 degrees, mostly cloudy skies out there. Winds coming in from the east-southeast at 15 miles per hour. You factor in that wind chill, it's going to be feeling a little bit colder than the low 30s. So another cold night, a dry start for Sunday, but I'm forecasting some heavy showers and very windy conditions arriving by the later part of tomorrow and into the evening hours. Snow throughout the Columbia River Gorge and the Cascades tomorrow afternoon. And if you have to travel at all, try to do it during the daylight hours, because this next system is going to be bringing widespread rain showers, heavy rain showers along the coast tomorrow. Meanwhile, throughout the Oregon Cascades and throughout the gorge, a lot of snow. So in the future cast, this is where a majority of the heavy downpours are going to start to move through. Right around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, a little bit of some snowfall throughout the coast range, and then we'll go throughout the metro area right around 10 o'clock. It's going to be very wet and windy, and you notice throughout the Oregon Cascades and along Highway 30, nothing but snow, and that snow is going to be pretty heavy. We have some watches and warnings because of the wind, the rain, as well as the mountain snow. I'll talk more about that in detail in my detailed forecast about 10 minutes from now.
Action-packed. Joe, thank you so much. In the meantime, through all of this cold weather, a local family is sharing a story of loss after their loved one died about a week ago in the cold. Henry Steele there was found outside and unresponsive on Christmas Day. He was getting treatment for cancer at the VA hospital, and it's not really clear exactly what happened after that. Steele's family says he had some memory issues recently and may have boarded the wrong bus when leaving. They said it's a reminder to the community to step in if you see someone possibly struggling.
I understand how right now with everything going on, we're so worried about everything that we're not taking 2 seconds to worry about somebody else. Those 2 seconds could have saved his life. Even if it would have steered him in the direction of somewhere other than in the cold.
Thinking of his family there. Now, the VA said it cannot comment on specifics about this case, but did say it helps veterans who may have cognitive or other challenges get reliable transportation when they leave those facilities. Well, the pandemic is hitting professional sports hard, and that includes the NBA, where dozens of players are unable to play because of the league's COVID protocols. Now, some key players with the Trailblazers in Portland and the head coach were out of action this past week. KGW's Art Edwards joins us live in the newsroom with the Outlook. Hey, how's it going, Art?
Pretty good, Galen. You know what? This all started for the Trailblazers the day after Christmas. They were scheduled to practice, but there weren't many players available.
I literally didn't know until I came in the building and I was like, where is everybody?
It turned out 7 Blazers were in the NBA's health and safety protocols. More than 100 players around the league have missed time, and 11 games, including the Blazers-Nets game on December 23rd, have been postponed. Head coach Chauncey Billups and assistant Roy Rogers are also in the protocols. The Blazers got Ben McLemore and Dennis Smith Jr. back, but Anthony Simons and Brandon Williams entered the protocols.
It's definitely been a challenge, and I think, as a team, we've done a good job of just continuing to fight, continuing to work, and continuing to compete.
The Blazers are undermanned and undersized and have lost 3 in a row since playing with the depleted roster. They are tied for 12th place in the Western Conference.
This is not only the physical part, this is mentally exhausting. I mean, you have to deal with a lot of stuff.
Norman Powell has been through this before. He started last season with the Toronto Raptors before being traded to Portland. The Raptors had 2 games postponed last season because of a COVID-19 outbreak within the team.
This is my second time going through it. So I kind of know how it feels, but I tell the guys, and it's a great opportunity, for the guys who just signed and some of the guys that don't play as much when, all the veteran guys are healthy, to go out there and show and play hard and show you what you've been working on.
The Blazers players still in protocols are Jusuf Nurkic, Cody Zeller, Anthony Simons, Keljin Blevins, Robert Covington, and Trendon Watford. The Blazers signed Brandon Williams, Cameron McGriff, Reggie Perry, and Jaron Cumberland from the G League. Damian Lillard says he knows that it's a big opportunity for those players.
I feel like my role was to, embrace them and welcome them, and realize that this is a opportunity of a lifetime, regardless of how long it lasts. They're going to be able to say I played in the NBA. I was in the locker room with Dame, and I want that experience to be a positive experience.
Now, the players have to remain isolated for at least 6 days if they're in the protocols, and if they have no symptoms, they have to pass 2 COVID-19 PCR tests taken 24 hours apart before they can return to the basketball court. It is possible that the Blazers could get Nurkic and Zeller back as soon as Monday, and that's when they have to play the Atlanta Hawks. Galen?
Art Edwards reporting live in our newsroom for us. Thank you so much, Art. After a record-breaking year, it took less than 2 hours into 2022 for gun violence to start again in Portland. Police responded to Northeast Prescott in 131st place just before 2 this morning for a shooting. They found 3 victims. One was pronounced dead at the scene. Another later died at the hospital. The third, though, is expected to survive. Police did not find anyone to arrest and are again asking people to come forward to catch who did it. Tonight, 17 people don't have a place to live anymore. Their apartment caught fire in Hillsborough this morning. This was near Main and 12th. Multiple fire crews arrived within 3 minutes of the 911 calls. And luckily, neighbors acted really quickly and got everyone out okay. Those 17 displaced people are now receiving help from the American Red Cross.